Hello everyone, so I want to just talk about a thing that happened 6 days ago when the chaos basically erupted in Cavan. And it's to do with the accident in Balljamesduff where a young woman was knocked down on an e-scooter in the main street of the town on Dublin Street there in Balljamesduff. And I just want to, first of all, I'm sure people have probably seen the CCTV footage from a premises that basically caught the whole thing on camera. Now the Gaudi, to my knowledge, and just speaking now on this, on Tuesday, just a week after it, that the Gaudi don't seem to have anybody in custody. This man still seems to be on the run, and we know nothing about him. We can't know what the car looks like, but we don't have a registration or anything. So the Gaudi needs to explain themselves. Are they looking for this person, or what's the story here? Thankfully, the young girl is still alive, etc. But of course, probably going to have lifelong injuries, and we pray for him. We pray for her family, and we wish her a speedy recovery. And this person that's behind it, even though it could have been an accident, etc., he should have stopped. He should have handed himself into and called the Shinna Conor by this stage too. But again, who knows what? He could have no license. He could have ending. It's the simple reality is he didn't stop. And as I said just before, I was going to say that I want to just credit the people, members of the public, other members of the public along the street in cars, etc. As soon as they seen it, straight away ran out to help. About maybe 20 people went to help get the cow out from underneath his car. Now the fellow himself didn't even get out of the car, just goes to speak how much he cared. And he killed 3 other people in the meantime when he tried to flee the scene. When he did flee the scene, he nearly took 3 people with him. He nearly killed 3 other people. So it just goes to show he has no care for anybody, this fellow, and the Gardaí should find him as quick as possible. And again, I just want to say to the people that were involved, to fair play to you, it's a very difficult situation. It was only a few seconds they had, and they probably saved that girl's life, because he probably would have dragged her along the road in his car when he's trying to flee, and only for them trying to get her out. That girl would probably be dead today, only for that. And I think it's a great credit to the people who stood in and helped straight away as soon as they seen the girl in trouble, being hit by the ski. All them ran out of their car straight away to help. And it's a credit to them people, as I say, when things like this happen, you only have a few seconds to react. And all them people instantaneously, straight away going to help. It goes to show you in this county and County Cavan, even when bad things happen, when upsetting things happen in society, that there is good people out there that will help people when they see people in need, when they see people in desperate need, that they will step in to help and do their best to help. And I think that's a good thing about Irish society, not just in Cavan, just in Ireland alone, that we have that society, that people are willing to help if they see a person in trouble, particularly that being a young person, etc. And again, I can't praise them enough. They're doing great work, and I do think the Gardaí should be commending them people too, because a lot of them put themselves at risk to get the girl out, because this fellow probably would have drove across the whole lot of them if he got away with it. Because he hasn't handed himself into my knowledge, and etc. He doesn't show any respect for anybody, and clearly he didn't have any respect. You think he would have handed himself in if he had any kind of sense or any kind of decency about him. But the simple reality is, as we were just talking about these scooters, but I just want to pay tribute to that, and because I do think it's something that should be talked about and that should be acknowledged that did happen, etc. And just even for instance, if it ever happens again in Cavan, I do think there should be a better in terms of reaction. And of course, there was a lot of stuff happening in Cavan. The thing in Virginia happened a few minutes later. But I do think there should be a better in terms of the Gardaí have loads of like Balljamesduff has a good bit of CCTV, etc. Like clearly the Gardaí know who they're looking for, etc. What I'm trying to say, all the information needs to be made public in terms of when these things happen, when accidents like this happen. As soon as the Gardaí get the information of who the suspect is, the car they're looking for, I do think that should be made public knowledge as quick as possible. But even just take, for example, even people who other incidents of this in the county and stuff, like accidents and stuff, I do think the call should go out straight away about looking for evidence and CCTV and making it out there. But we need to, and the Gardaí need to asked questions in Ballyboe and in Cavan about, are they looking for this person? What are they doing? What is the story? Because basically, to my knowledge, and again, this is a week on, I have not heard a thing from any of the Gardaí in Cavan or Ballyboe about this. I know it's still an active investigation, I get that, understand that, but clearly they must know, because it's not like it's in the back end of nowhere. It was in the town, like at 5 o'clock in the evening, when many people were about. Clearly somebody must have seen some name or somebody looked like, etc. Or even a thing in the cow. Even there must have been damage to the cow. Surely the Gardaí would be looking for that, surely. But anyway, do let me know what you take. As I say, I just want to commend the people who helped out, because again, it was about 20 of them, so it's a great credit to them. They stood in, because again, they put themselves at risk to help that young girl. And of course, the young girl involved, we wish her speedy recovery, and her friends and her family. We wish them all the best in the speedy recovery. And of course, to the perpetrator, if we happen to be watching this video, I would say to you, if you have any decency at all, you would hand yourself into an Garda Síochána at the first opportunity. That would be the right thing to do. That would be the right thing to do for society, for the girl that was injured, for every member of the public that was there, is to atone for your actions, is to stand up and take responsibility. And hopefully this person does. Hopefully they do. But I don't know. But anyway, do let me know what you take. And as I say, hopefully this girl pulls through and makes a full recovery, please God. Thank you.